Good morning, children. This is Shashi here, and today we are going to continue again this chapter, that is your chapter 4, factors and multiples. Okay, so yesterday already we have seen this part, multiples. Question number 1 already we have discussed. Okay, find the first 10 multiples of each of the following pairs, then list the common multiple. So multiples means what? The numbers which will come, suppose multiple of 4 means the numbers which will come in the table of 4, like 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Okay, then multiple of 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All these are what? Multiple of 5 means the number which will come in the table of that number, those will be called as what? Multiples of those numbers. Okay, now today we are going to discuss this part, important part, that is factors. What are we going to discuss? Factors. Okay, then we'll discuss common factor. Okay, so factors and common factors we have to discuss. So what are factors and what are common factors? We have to discuss it now. Okay, this part already we have discussed. Okay, multiples yesterday we have seen. Okay, so suppose if I'll ask you, what are the factors of 8? Factors of 8. Factors. What do you mean by that? Multiples yesterday we have seen. Now today we are going to discuss factors. So what are the factors of 8? 8 means 8 will come in which numbers table? 8 comes in the table of 2. We get in the table of 2 or not? 2 4 is 8. We get or not? So 2 is the factor of 8. Then 4 in the table of, so in the table of 8, in the table of 4 we get 8. So 4 is the factor of 8. Then 8 comes in which numbers table? 8 comes in table of 8 only. 8 1 is 8, isn't it? And 8 comes in the table of 1 also. 1 8 is 8. So 1 1 2 4 8. All these are factors of 8. Got it? All these are factors of 8. If I'll ask you, what are the factors of 6? So factors of 6, 1. Remember one thing, that 1 is the factor of every number, whether it is 100, whether it is 1000, whether it is 1 crore or 1 lakh. 1 will be the factor of every number. Okay, so 1 is the factor of 6. Then 6 come in which numbers table? In the table of 2 we get 6 or not? 2 3 is 6, we get or not? So 2 is the factor of 6. Then in which numbers table we get 6? In the table of 3 we get 3 2 is 6. So 3 is the factor of 6. Then in the table of 6, 6 1 is 6. So remember one thing, 1 is factor of every number, and the number itself like 6 is factor of 6. 8, I told you 8 is the factor of 8. 1 8. So every number will have at least 2 factor, 1 and the number itself. Okay, so every number, suppose if I'll take 10, so its factor will be what? Its factor will be 1 will be, obviously 1 will be there, and 10 will be there. Okay, 1 will be there and the number itself, what is the number? 10. So 10 will be also the factor. And what are the rest factors? So we have to see 10 comes in which numbers table? In the table of 5. So what are the factors of 10? 1, 5 and 10. In the table of 2 also we get 10 or not? Yes, 2 5 is 10 we get. So 2 is also the factor of 10. So the factors of 10 are 1, 1, 1, 2, 5 and 10. Now you have to tell me the factors of 12. If I'll ask you, what are the factors of 12? So 1 will be the factor of 12. I told you 1 is the factor of every number. So 1. Then in which numbers table 12 comes? In the table of 2, do we get 12? Yes, 2 6 is 12. In the table of 2 we get 12. So 2 is the factor of 12. Then 3 is the factor of 12. Do we get 12 in the table of 3? Yes. So 3 will be the factor of 12. Then in the table of 4, do we get 12? Yes, 4 3 is 12 we get. So in the table of 4 also we get 12. So 4 is also factor of 12. Then in the table of 5, do we get 12? 5 2 is 10, 5 3 is 15. In the table of 5, we don't get 12. So 5 is not the factor. Then 6, in the table of 6, do we get 12? 6 2 is 12, we get in the table of 6. So 6 is also factor of 12. Then in the table of 12, number itself will be the factor. So what are the factors of 12? 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, okay, 4, 6 and 12. Now similarly, if I'll ask you, what are the factors of 18? What are the factors of 18? Then factors of 18, 1 is factor of every number. 2, is it the factor of 18? Yes. In the table of 2, we get 18, 2 9 is 18, so 2 is the factor of 18. 3 is the factor of 18. 3 6 is 18. We get in the table of 3, 18 we get, so 3 is the factor of 18. Then in the table of 4, do we get 18? Okay, now 4 is the factor of 18. In the table of 4, do we get 18? 4 3 is 12, 4 4 is 16, 4 5 is 20. After 16 we get 20. We don't get 18 in the table of 4. So 4 is not the factor of 18. Okay. Then 5, in the table of 5, do we get 18? We don't get. So 5 is not the factor. Then 6 3 is 18. We get in the table of 6, we get 18. So 6 is the table of 18. Then in the table of 9 we get 9 2 is 18. Then after 9 directly we'll get 18 number itself. Okay, so the factors of 18 are 1 2 3 6 9 18. Okay, now if I'll ask you what are the common factors? C for common, F for factor. What are the common factors? Common factors means which we will get in both. So which numbers we are getting in both? Can you tell me? Which numbers we are getting in both? So you can see here 1 is factor of 12 also, 1 is factor of 18 also. So 1 is the common factor we are getting in both. So 1 is the common factor. Okay, 1 is the common factor. Then 2 is the factor of 12 also, 2 is the factor of 18 also. So 2 is the common factor of 12 and 18. Then 3 is the factor of 18 also, 3 is the factor of 12 also. So 3 is also common factor. Then 6, you can see here 6. So 6 we are getting in both. So 6 is factor of 12 also, 18 also. So 6 is common factor. 12 we don't get in 18. 18 we don't get in 12. So what are the common factors? So the common factors are 1, 2, 3, 6. Got it? So how we'll write the common factor? First of all, we'll write the factors. Then we'll see which are coming in both. So those will come as common factor. Got it? Up to here, I hope this is clear to you. Now come to the exercise question. What is given here? Find the factors. Factors we have to find of each of the following pairs of numbers and then list the common factors. Okay, so we'll do question number B, 14 and 21. So first of all, we have to find the factors of 14, then we'll find the factors of 21. Okay, so we'll write, what we'll write? Factors of 14. What are the factors of 14? In the table of 14 we get in the table of 1 is the factor of every number, so 1. In the table of 2, do we get 14? Yes, 2 7 is 14, so 2 is the factor. Then in the table of 3, do we get 14? No, 3 5 is 15, 3 4 is 12, we don't get, so 3 is not the factor. In the table of 4, do we get 14? No. In the table of 5, no. In the table of 6, no. In the table of 7, yes. 7 2 is 14. So 7 is the factor. Then after 7 directly 14. Okay, 8 9 10 in the table of 8 9 10 11 12 you will not get 14. So those are not the factors. Now similarly, other number, which one is the other number after 14? 21. Okay, so we'll write the factors of 21. So first of all, 1 is the factor of every number, so we'll write 1. Then 2, in the table of 2, do we get 20? 2 10 are 20. Then after 20 we'll get 22, not 21. Okay, so 21 is not the factor. Oh, 2 is not the factor of 21. Then in the table of 3, do we get 21? 3 7 are 21. We get in the table of 3 21 we get. So 3 is the factor of 21. 4 we don't get, 5 we don't get, 6 similarly 7 3 is a 21. Okay, then directly 21. Got it? So these are the factors. Now we have to see the common factors. What we have to see? C for common, F for factor. Common factor means which we are getting in both. What we are getting? 1 we are getting in both. So 1 is the common factor. Then 2 are we getting in both? 2 here we are getting, but here we are not getting. So 2 is not the common factor. Then 7 here also, here also. So 7 is the common factor. Okay, then 14 21 we are not getting. Okay, so only 1 and 7 are the common factor. Got it? So this is the way. First of all, you'll have to write the factor. First of all, you'll have to write the factors. You'll write all the factors of both the number, whichever number will be given. Then you'll see which numbers are coming in both. Those will be common factors. Got it? So this way you have to solve your question answer. Okay, now rest of the question, 4 and 5 you have to find what? Factors of 4. Okay, factors of 4 and 5. Similarly, you have to find factors of 18 and 6, and you have to find the common factors. So I hope you can do question number A and C. Question number B I have done just now. I have done for you. Got it? So multiples and factors just now we have done. Then from tomorrow we'll study the divisibility rule. Okay, divisibility rule very important. Okay, so tomorrow we'll discuss. Okay, so see you in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.